camera, action. Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Saad Akbar and you're watching Teach Academy. Today I'm joined here by my friends Maria and Camilo.
Hello.
And we are actually talking about something really cool. We're going to talk about whether teachers should be rated or examined by their students, just like students are rated and examined by their teachers. What do you think about this, guys? Maria? Or Camilo?
Yes, I think they should be rated, as many students have favorite teachers and many not. Many don't have. But yeah, I think because, for example, if I rate Mr. Lee 5 and I rate you a 10, I will get more classes with you, as like you, I'm better. And the classes will not be boring.
I get your point completely. So what you're trying to say basically is that students should rate their teachers and they should get more frequency with the teachers that they actually like.
Yes.
Whereas teachers that they don't like to work with, they should not get that much frequency. Or maybe those teachers that are, let's say for example, we could give students a scale, like happy, sad, medium or something. And the teachers that are rated as sad, they should be completely taken away from that student. Medium ones could stay and happy ones could have more frequency. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
That sounds really cool to me. Maria, what do you think?
I think, we should have that.
Yeah?
So like the teachers have like a better understanding of, how the students have, like what feelings they have towards them.
Absolutely. I think our education system today is very one-sided, where the people who built the education system has more control over it, but kids who actually go through that education system every single day, they have zero control over how it works. And their say is also never taken into account, right? So what they say doesn't matter. So what would be the structure? Like, how would you think that we could apply a system where students could rate teachers? Like what form? Like should they be examined, or should there be a survey? Should be an anonymous survey? What do you think that should be like?
Maybe it could be held like every term.
Aha.
So
Every 3
like
months?
By time when the students get to know the teachers more, right?
Yeah.
So that's why if you do it like once, it's kind of not fair, because you don't know the teacher more.
Yeah, and also I was thinking that if you could just change your teacher anytime, most kids would just hop from one teacher to another teacher, but never develop an actual relationship with the teacher. Because I believe that to work really well with somebody, you need to develop like a working relationship with that person, right? They should know that, this is how you work, and this is your work ethic, and this is usually your pace, and this is your style of working. And I feel like if they could change their teachers at any time, most students would be, very quick to jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
Camila, what do you think?
They will, for new students, like if we start a new school, for the students, we'll give them a week or a month to get to know the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So after a month or a week, we ask them to rate the teachers to see which one would they like to be more in the classes,
Mm-hmm.
and the other less.
Interesting. Very, very interesting take on this. So guys, this is the positive side of what we're suggesting, but let's look at the other side. So let's look at the consequences of a system where students cannot change teachers. So that's your regular school system. Most schools, you cannot change your teachers. So what are some disadvantages of being in that system, Maria?
I think like maybe some students maybe some teachers I don't know, they're not like really like experienced teachers, because like some schools they would hire inexperienced people. They just like take them. I don't know why people do that.
Got you.
So like they might not be like okay or like really nice. They don't have experience with students, so like what's the point of them being
and then like he said, you're stuck with that person for a long period of time.
Yeah.
I believe that
like the main point is to get a good relationship with your teacher, so you actually want to learn from them. Because like what's the point if you don't like learning from them?
100%. You want to add to that?
another disadvantage is that the teachers that the students don't like more, they should still be in the classes because each teacher teaches an different subject.
Right.
So if a student only learns one subject, it doesn't work out. A
Got
school
you.
is made for kids to learn different things each day.
100%. I agree. I
So,
think. Sorry.
uh,
Continue. You
go,
talk.
go, go.
Right. What I was saying is I wanted to add to Maria's point regarding experience. I feel like the teacher's experience might not be like, okay, it's very relevant when it comes to academia, math and English. Of course, you need to be experienced with teaching these subjects. However, I feel like the experience really comes out in the way you treat students, right? I feel like a very experienced teacher who has like 10, 15 years on their, roster, this person can probably render out classes in a more fun way. They might be more engaging than other teachers.
Like
But then-
Mr. Lee.
Like Mr. Lee, for example, all right, you find him very engaging, right? And then there are other teachers, for example, who might have not that much experience. And when those teachers render out classes, you're going to see that they're not as captivating, right? Is that what you were trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less. And I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What was your point?
I forgot.
So let's come to a conclusion. So if you guys had a suggestion, because see, I believe that Teach Bahrain is a very unorthodox school.
What does that
Unorthodox means not normal, weird. What would you call it? Yeah. So it's not like here you can change your teachers. You can. There's a lot of stuff that happens at Teach Bahrain, but it does not happen in regular schools, right? So like this does not happen in regular school. Like, we spend a lot of our hours differently to regular school students. But I have a advice section. If you two had to give advice to school lawmakers on how they can make a better policy for their school, what would be your advice regarding the teacher changing thing? And what would be your advice regarding the teacher changing thing? Both of you, one advice each.
Well, my advice would be that don't hire teachers that don't have any experience on kids or teaching. Because if you hire a teacher that doesn't have any experience on kids or teaching, teachers would not have an idea how to handle them and would just quit immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then the kids will be bored as the teacher doesn't know how to teach and entertain it.
Very, very, very much agree with what you
I
said.
have like something to say about what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said about how normal schools they have like 10,000
Thousands, yeah.
of kids. It's not as easy to manage them as it's easy to manage schools here. I think
Absolutely,
students
like
here.
Teach Bahrain, absolutely.
Like it's easy because it's small,
Absolutely agree. I mean, I feel like one of the good things about us is the fact that us teachers that teach Bahrain don't have to manage that many kids. I feel like the mass schooling system, personally, I mean, it's a personal belief. I mean, usually people feel like my beliefs are controversial. So, I mean, if you disagree with me, I welcome you to have a chat here as well. However, what I wanted to say is that I believe the mass schooling system is set out to fail, right? You cannot have 1,000 different kids with 1,000 different styles, with 1,000 different aspirations, with 1,000 different careers, right? And put them all in a classroom and give them one standard course and expect them to do wonders, right? I believe that in order for kids to do wonders, they need to be given that customized attention. So I don't believe in mass schooling, but here's what I believe in. I believe in mass customization technologies. So customization rendered at a mass level. So yeah, I feel like that's the future of education. Yeah. With that said, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Teach Academy. And I had a lovely conversation with my peers at school. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you like our channel, then subscribe. There's definitely more in the box where this is coming from. And I'll see you in the next one. Adios.